Hello, my name is David Bullard. I'm a clinical psychologist and very pleased to be with you for a few minutes to share with you a technique that might be helpful in times of stress and disturbance in your life. First of all, it's important to remember that there are at least a couple different realities that we live with. The one reality is when you look around right now, you're looking at a screen of some sort, but if you see to the left, you'll see a wall. To the right, you'll see some windows or a wall. You'll see a ceiling. That's being very present with what you're experiencing. But a lot of the time, if not most of the time, we're in our heads telling ourselves stories, seeing pictures from the past, or worries about the future. Mark Twain said he'd been through many terrible things in life, many of which never happened. That's worry and anticipatory anxiety. So this exercise comes out of a technique called the flash, which has been taught to over 6,000 trauma therapists around the world in the last 2 years. This is an adaptation, just the simplest part of it, but I think possibly one of the most pleasing parts of it, because I'd like you to first have a willing suspension of disbelief. Just be willing to follow along with me for just a couple minutes. First of all, I'd like you to begin tapping with your right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on your right shoulder, and just begin tapping about this speed. Technically, this is bilateral stimulation. Some thought is that it helps the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of the brain to connect better. And it may just be that it gives your working memory, which is your present consciousness, something to think about right now. So I'd like you to search in your memory or in your imagination and find something that really pleases you. It could be a memory or imagining a particular place that's been important to you, or it could be an activity that you can kind of even picture and imagine yourself doing. Cycling, hiking, swimming, petting your dog, or it could be a person that loved you or that you love. It could be a grandmother, a parent, a partner, a dear friend. Just picture something that's pleasing like that. Some of us have more visual memories than others, but let yourself somehow bring it to mind while you continue to do this tapping. You're savoring this memory. Let yourself feel the sense input from it, perhaps. Maybe you'll even have an auditory accompaniment to that memory or that use of your imagination. Just continue to enjoy it deeply while you're doing this bilateral stimulation. In your life's journey, you've had many instances of pleasure, of joy, of being loved, of being deeply interested and engaged in your moments throughout life. Let yourself continue on with them for a bit longer. And know that you can continue this on your own after this video is stopped. You can do it at any time. And there are other ways of doing right-left stimulation bilaterally. One is just by tensing your left foot, then your right foot. You can do it standing next to someone and they won't even know you're doing it. But let yourself savor some of these moments in your life. You deserve them. Thank you.